Hi everybody, and welcome to True Wants, where here we try to help you make that decision if it's going to change from a want to a need. If you are new to my channel, I really hope you will choose to subscribe. It's free and it's easy. It's the red button that you'll see right underneath this video. If you press it and it turns gray, you're in. It's that simple. There's also that bell beside that subscribe button that I always recommend that you press. It is called the notification bell. And what ends up happening is YouTube will notify you just once that I have uploaded a brand new video. I do upload a lot, and sometimes my videos are time sensitive, so I don't want you to miss out. So make sure to press that subscribe button, ring that bell, and you'll be in the know. Also in that same area, there is that thumbs up, and that's where you guys come in. If you enjoy the content that I make, and that I make so much of it, please take a second when you arrive to hit that thumbs up. It will turn blue, the number will increase, and that's you helping True Wants get noticed on this huge YouTube platform. So I'm thanking everyone for the support of the growth of True Wants simply by subscribing, ringing that bell so you're in the know, and not forgetting to thumbs up. Okay guys, this is a different type of video that I wanted to do because if you're like me, we have the opportunity to watch on TikTok, on Instagram, on YouTube, all these influencers that are talking about products. And when they do, we all get influenced. So I'm always intrigued by the products, but like I share with you all the time, I have way more wants than I have needs, but my curiosity was kicking in a lot. So what I do is I go onto Amazon, and if I see the product that these people are talking about online, I decide to put it in my cart and I leave it to save for later. And now this month, we're at the end of the month and we're getting, ready to just get a couple more bags and boxes that are going to be arriving. And, the few more spoiler videos that I have up my sleeve to be able to share with you guys next week. But I said, you know what, I probably will have the time to go on Amazon and pick those items up to put in a full face of makeup. Let me do it. So I'm going to do it. So that's what I did. So I purchased a lot of the items. They all arrived late tonight. Makeup was already off. I was already getting ready to call it a night in my nightshirt. And I said, you know what, I'm gonna play. And once I started playing with the makeup, I said, you know what, while the thoughts are still in my head, I'm gonna sit down here and I'm gonna share them with you guys. So that's what I'm doing. I also have all my notes, and all the links to all these products, because it is Amazon, are down below. And everything I got were tremendous, tremendous deals. But I do have some thoughts, but remember, these are solely my opinion based on using these as first impressions for the first time. And maybe you're curious about some of these products too, and I'd love to just give you a little bit of my feedback. But like I mention all the time, the links are going to be down below where you're going to be able to get it for yourself and make those decisions. But I love to be able to share my thoughts with you because I really have some mixed feelings on some of these items, simply because, like I said, I was influenced by others on and so many of these type of products were ones that I was seeing over and over again by different influencers using these type of products. So I wanted to really test it out for myself. So like I said, not everything I'm going to be showing you ended up being a winner for me, but that doesn't mean that it's not going to be a winner for you guys. So like I always mention, these are all attainable prices. I'll share all the prices with you and we'll go through it from there. All right, starting with this headband, I have been seeing everywhere. It's in multiple colors. And what I've learned is when this initially came out a few months ago, it was in some PR package for these big influencers. And now we're starting to see this available on Amazon. So when I saw this available on Amazon, I decided to get it in black. I used it to put my makeup on. I also used some other clips that I'm going to show you at the end that also I was influenced by, because it's supposed to not leave anything in your hair and all of that. So this, I was really surprised. It is like a terry cloth material. It is extremely comfortable. It stretches, so if you have like a larger head, you don't have to worry, but it's not the type of headband that you're gonna feel like it, pressing in. It really was very comfortable. It kept my hair up. It didn't flatten anything out. And when I took it down, I don't have any hairspray or anything in my hair. This ended up being an absolute find. On top of it, when I opened up the package, these were in there also, which is the cutest thing. What girls have been using this for is when they're washing their faces at night, a lot of us, pull our sleeves up, but when we splash the water all over our face, the sleeves of our pajamas or our sweatshirts, whatever you're in, end up getting really, really wet. So a couple of girls started wearing these wristbands that really were for when you were working out. These are extremely soft and really, really comfortable. So if you want them to use them to work out, that's great. But a lot of girls use this when they're washing their face and all of that. So the fact that this came as a set and I didn't even know this was going to be in the package, I think this is a steal, and I think this is a find. So if you want to get what's, trending, on TikTok with all the girls putting on their, get ready with me faces, this is something you've been looking for. I was able to find this, and I got it, all of this for $7.99, and I'm Prime, so it's free shipped to my door. So I wanted to make sure to share that with you. The next item was one that I've been seeing for the longest time, but I don't shop on this this website that carries this brand. But I've been hearing so much about this, and this was also on Amazon, and it also said on Amazon that this was one of their best sellers. Now I understand why this would be a bestseller, because the price for this was phenomenal. I think this was like $9. And this is a set of 6 of these sponges, and they look very familiar to me, like they look like beauty blenders. So I said, you know what? I've heard so much about this, and I know that with this brand, this AOA Studio, I think it's part of this Miss A, or you'll share with me in the comments down below. I know it's a website that everything is like $1 or something. So I know it's probably a lot cheaper to get it, through that website, but the curiosity got me and I wanted to give it a shot. So I added it to my cart. So this is what the sponge looks like. So it definitely does blow up once you make it wet. And as you can see, I used it tonight to put the foundation that was in here also. Like I said, everything that's on my face, I'm gonna be sharing with you that I purchased. This is all new products to me. I don't like these sponges. It sucked up everything, and it stayed a little bit too, I like my sponges, it might be preference, I like my sponges a little bit firmer, and they have to still have like a nice, bounce to them, but this was way too bouncy. And this, any foundation was just being drunk in here to a point that I had to use a foundation that I have used a long time ago in the past. I normally would put one pump on, put in my face, another pump the other side, and that would be it. This, I had to do at least 3 or 4 pumps, which meant this was drinking in my product. So this is a product, even if you can get it for even less than what I paid, from Amazon, which I'll leave the link down below, this is one I would not recommend. It really was not a winner. And I use sponges that are like $5 that are like from Juno, which I always have linked down below. Those are my favorites. But I also have where I purchased the Wet n Wild ones, which I love as well. They have more density to them. This one, like I said, it's a little too flimsy for me. It's too much bounce. Definitely softer than harder is better, but when it's too soft, it's just as bad as too hard. That's my opinion. So that's also going to be linked down below. The next one that I wanted to try is a brand that I've been sharing with you on this channel that I have fallen in love with. And it was a brand that I learned in the drugstore section at Ulta, and it is called Catrice. And one of my favorite products from them, I have so many, but one that I always turn to is this foundation here. And as you can see, this is used already, halfway through. Even with all my expensive foundations and everything, this is my go-to. So this one is one that I would highly recommend. I will try to link it down below with, I probably have it already. This is one of the products that I always recommend down below, but this one I will definitely, and the color that I am in this one is Cool Almond, and it is 033. These are like $10 on Amazon. And what's great about Catrice now is they are available on Amazon, period, because I can't find this at Ulta anymore, and that is fine because I love purchasing from Amazon. So for me, that was an absolute win. But this is not the foundation that's on my face today. The reason I wanted to start all of this was I started watching, Tati and all these other girls that went to the Taylor Swift concert, and they were sharing the foundations that they wore, and they said it's concert proof and sweat proof and all that craziness. And the one that I have seen more than one influencer share with us that they went to the Taylor Swift, one girl that's very oily, and I know Tati is also combo, she recommended this one, and it blew my mind. And what I also like about this, it's available on Amazon, and you also get a choice of either or. You can either get it for dry skin or you can get it for combo, which is what I am. So this is the one that is the Revlon Color Stay. They're saying it is a 24-hour long wear. I can't tell you anything more than how this went on. When I tried to do this with this, I was getting very sheer coverage. When I took my other sponge that I use all the time, on the other side, I only needed one pump and it gave me medium to full. So it truly is the sponge that was the culprit. It wasn't the foundation. This one, the only complaint that I have is the name is nowhere on here except on the part that you have to peel back. And this one here is in the shade I took for myself, 180 Sand Beige. And that is the color that I used here. And that's what's on my face. Now, this was, sorry, I forgot one thing before this. This liquid foundation I was able to get for $10.49. But I wanted to try, because I do love my Catrice, and the primer that I used underneath was this one. And they have a million different primers that you can choose from their line, but this is one of their newer ones. And this is called the Mattifying Oil Control Primer. And this has with Ever Matte and Willow Bark Extract. Like I said, I am in love with this, so I wanted to give this even more, to give it for the summertime, and I figured to give myself what I would consider concert proof, I wanted to make sure that I gave the matte formula underneath this, and this went on beautifully. It goes on like a lotion. It is more of a clearer formula. It does come with a safety seal. It goes on more like a lotion. It doesn't leave any stickiness or anything like that. But my skin felt actually really smooth afterwards, and almost with a like silky powdery type of finish. So it was a really, really nice, if you're an oily combo girl, you'll know what I mean, that we like, at least I know I do, more lotiony type of products to use as primers. And then when they close down like everything to that matte and give that surface that is nice without that silicone-y feel, that's what this did for me. And this was only $8, so I was really excited about that. The prices for Catrice really are unbelievable. The next item that was in here that I wanted to try, and I really think they sent me the wrong one, so I'm gonna definitely be sending this one back. This one here, I took it in what is called Light. And this, everybody on TikTok, because one of the housewives, Bethany, is all over TikTok. Every time, I don't watch it a lot, but every time I turn it on, she's the one that pops up. And she's always talking about, you know, Drugstore and Dollar Tree and all these places that she's going now. The woman is worth more money than whatever, but she's now being into all these type of drugstore products, and she's going in and shopping. She just finally went into Five Below. She never heard of it before and all that. It's really something to watch somebody of her caliber, you know, coming onto TikTok and trying all these products. And she really wasn't into makeup until this last year. Always her makeup was done by professionals and things like that. But she is really into it and said out of all the concealers she tried, her favorite right now is from NYX, and it is the HD Studio Photogenic. And this is this one here. And like I said, I took this in Light. And it says that this is Light on here, but it says this is CW03. And that's the only negative with Amazon, is that I chose it based on, you know, the colors that they had there, and I chose Light. But when I put this on, after my makeup was on, the color that came out here was a peach. So this to me is more of a corrector shade that I would have put on before everything. So this to me was definitely not the concealer that I wanted in Light. So this, I'm not able to give you my thoughts on it, but my thoughts right off the bat, I love NYX products, but this is a very lightweight concealer. So if you're looking to wear like a CC cream or things like that, then this is what I would do. But the Light that is number CW3, which is what I will have linked down below, if you're looking for a nice color corrector, that is what this is. So I got a PR package from IT Cosmetics that I shared with you guys on my Instagram, and I always share with you that I get a lot of products that get sent to me. Like I got a beautiful blow dryer from T3 that I share on Instagram because I don't need to do a video for it, so I do it there because my time, as you know, is very limited, and I try to share as much information as I can here. But I always tell you that if you're not following me on Instagram, you are missing out, because I do share a lot there also. Not video. I take a picture of the product and then I share within the section down below my thoughts and feelings in reference to it. So if I need to do a video, it definitely will show up here. So what they sent me over were a couple of the newest IT Cosmetic by Dark Spots concealer and serum, and this was a beautiful, beautiful product. This here is what the formula looks like here, and this is what I ended up using. So this is the only product that I didn't get from Amazon, but the only reason I'm using this in this video is because the other one, as you can see, is more of a corrector and not a concealer. Now, this is a beautiful product if you're looking for a light to medium coverage. Like I mentioned with the CC cream, this is going to be phenomenal. And also my favorite brushes, as you know, if you're part of my channel, are the It Cosmetic brushes. And this actually has a kabuki brush right on the top. So this is not like one of those flimsy sponges or anything like that. It truly is a phenomenal brush. And it is one that is really, really nice to the touch. It's not firm. It is truly as good as all their other brushes. So really excited about being able to share that here if you don't follow me on Instagram, but I really hope that you do. So that's the only thing that is not part of this Amazon. The next item that is in here was the one that really started all of this. But I also want to share with you, I'm going to leave just quickly down below because I put this at the front of my page here. I got like 12 of these triangle sponges that everybody's using right now. I got 12 of these for $4.99, so that's unbelievable. I'll leave these linked down below. What's great about these is they have a little place where you could put your finger underneath, and this really can get into the crevices in between. If you just need to touch me up, this hits all the crevices really, really nicely. So I like this a lot. The other one that I purchased for myself was this one here. As you can see, it's dirty on the other side. This I got for myself because this is supposed to be a dupe for the Blendiful, which is no longer available because Tati closed that company up. And this is what I thought was the closest thing that I would be able to get. There were two pieces in this. There was a gray one and a smaller one that was in a pinky color. This is a little bit thicker. So if you're looking for a thicker sponge, then this is the one that you want. That's the 2-pack. And the 2-pack for this one, I think was like around $8, like $7.97. And 12 of these I was able to get for like $5. So those are fantastic deals that are also, I'm gonna leave the links down below for you guys. The next one in here, I shared with you about the NYX. The next one here was a 3-pack. And this is what really got me intrigued to start all of this going, besides that foundation that everybody was talking about. If I'm gonna show these to you, you're gonna see what I mean. They all came individually packed in another cellophane because this is sold in a group of 3. And the 3 items are this. Now, as I share with you all the time, I'm not somebody that was really into all of the creams and all of that. But I know that Charlotte Tilbury, this was huge. And then now everybody's duping her creation of this type of product. So I figured, you know what, once I'm doing this, I'm gonna try this out. I have this on my face. I'm gonna give you my thoughts on this. But if you are curious, like I was, about these type of products, and you don't want to go out and spend the dollars that it costs to get a Charlotte Tilbury, even a Tarte, as well as now this is at the drugstore, supposedly by Flower Beauty as well. This is on Amazon. The least expensive that I have seen this was all 3 of these were $13.99. One is a contour, one is a blush, and the other one is a highlighter. So I'm going to open these up so you will see what I'm talking about. So this one is the blush one. As you can see, that's the color that's here. This does have a mechanism in here that you click it, you can open it to close it. And that I like because a few of the other ones were showing that they didn't lock and they were spilling out all over the place. But this was more for me to see if this is a product that I would like. I am under the impression, for me, I'm very comfortable with how I've been doing my makeup for all these years. This is to me an extra step that I probably would never use or even be interested in if I didn't watch every single person who was doing their makeup were using these type of products. So if you're like me and you're curious, I will leave this link down below so you can play as well. It's really nice. It comes out with a little bit. There's not a lot of product in these, but the other girls have mentioned in theirs also that they were paying the big dollars for, that it really goes, you know, quickly. But that is how pigmented with just one little dab. So you don't have to constantly, you know, use it and keep putting more product in over and over. A lot really comes out with the one dab. The other one here is the color of the highlighter. And I'm not even like pressing it again to do it. I'm just taking what's still left on here from when I was using it. And then the first one, which is the one that I was really interested in, was the contour. So that is what the shade is there. And these blended out beautifully. I was really impressed with this. I just think this is an extra step. So tell me, you know, what your thoughts, if you've had the opportunity and you're really into these type of products. I would love to know your thoughts in the comments. But to me, it's like all these girls are now doing all this underpainting, and then they're putting foundation over it, and then they're still doing their regular face. So I don't know, you know, I'm just a beauty enthusiast. I'm not a makeup artist, and maybe, you know, if my makeup had to stay on longer than the amount that I wear my makeup for, maybe, you know, this is something that once it's under. but my face never, and I'm a combo girl, really eats any of my makeup. So usually when I put my makeup on first thing in the morning, it's pretty intact until I take it off at night. So like I've mentioned, if you're interested in these type of products, I would definitely use the link down below and play with these, because you cannot get even one of these, even in the drugstore, for $13.99. So the fact that you can get all three and be able to play with it, to me, that is what it's all about. And that's why I like shopping on Amazon. The next item in here was a find. And this one I'm so excited to share with you. Again, Catrice. Don't know how they're doing these pricing, because the caliber of their products blow my mind. So this one is called Summer Obsessions. It is a bronzer blush highlighter palette. This is what is also on my face, and each color is more beautiful than the next. And I only paid, are you sitting down? $12 for this. Like I said, the quality of their powders, of their foundations, are absolutely unbelievable. These are the shades that are here. Really beautiful. They went on so beautiful on my face. I am blown away. You can build these up. You don't have to be afraid, but I already had these other products on my face, so I really wanted it not to be something overly, but I was able to get this to exactly the colors that I wanted, and each one was more beautiful than the next. Like I mentioned, I'm like, you can build them up. I am so impressed with this. I couldn't wait to sit down here and share with you guys this for $12. Like I said, I'll have everything linked down below, because this was a find. Then it comes with two highlighters as well. So we have the gold one and we have the champagne one. You always need these two in your arsenal, and this is all in one face kit. Do you see how beautiful those are? Really stunning. So excited to be able to share this with you guys. This was an absolute find. Then they started advertising on their Instagram that they were coming out with eyeshadow palettes that were going to be $6 for this many shadows. You have a choice of a million different colors. I ended up choosing the one that is called the Mocha, and this is their newest products. And like I said, even their newest launches are on Amazon, and I will swatch all of these for you as well. This, as I mentioned, was $6, and this one is the Hot Mocha, and it says it is 8 pigments. So let me see if I can take some of this off so I have room. 8 pigments, and they're saying that it is the one that is browns and neutrals. It has matte, metallic, as well as shimmers. It's vegan and cruelty free. It's made without parabens or alcohol or any of that as well. And these wands are also, they have a contour, blush, and a highlighter. They have it in different colors also. This is the one that I chose, is what I'm gonna have linked down below. Easy to blend, long lasting, smooth, and gives you a matte natural finish. All right, now let me show you what I ended up doing here. So for my eyes, which I am so tired, and I still ended up doing this tonight, which is absolutely crazy. I did all over, no eye primer, no nothing, because like I said, once I finish filming, all of this is gonna be washed off. So this is the color that I used all over my eye. This gorgeous color that has the largest palette is the color that spoke to me, and that I have, that I put on above my crease line, which is what I share with you all the time. If you have small eyes, don't put it directly in your crease. It will just sink in your eyes in more. You put it above so that you're able to make a little bit more room on your eyelid to make it look like you have more. And then I put this one here that is the outer corner to give me the definition. This is also the other matte that is in here, and this one is great for transition as well. So these colors you're gonna see with the one swatch, you will not believe these are $6. Is that not stunning? These are better to me than when I fell in love with those e.l.f.s that were, I think, $4 for 4 colors, or $3 for 4 colors. Look how much you get in here for $6. It is crazy. Then this is the gorgeous color that I used in the corner of my eye. This is the color that I used dead center in my eye. No spritzing, no nothing, just directly with this. This is the other shimmer shade that is in here, and this other shimmer shade is here. Is this not stunning? Can you believe we are talking $6? That is gorgeous, 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 gorgeous. So that was another find. Absolutely great. And this one is again Catrice, and this is the Hot Mocha. I'm telling you, Catrice is on my radar. Then the next one that I've shared with you a million times on my channel is the What I use to set my face all the time is the one from Maybelline, is the Fit Me. And I share with you all the time that if the foundation that I choose is too light, I end up using the powder that is in light medium, which is a little bit deeper. Always go a shade down in this based on, so if you're a medium skin tone, choose light medium. Then the one that I use all the time on myself, which is the perfect shade for me, is light, which I bought actually to do under my eyes, and it was too dark for under my eyes, and then it ended up being perfect for my face when I had the right shade. And what I use under my eyes is the one that is called Fair Light. So this is number 10, Fair Light. Light is 15, and light medium is 20. And that's the ones that I always have in my arsenal all the time. The next one that was in here I shared with you was the other one that was going crazy on the internet, and it was the L'Oreal Telescoping Mascara. This became really popular because the girl that they hired to sell this product and make sure that we all knew about it was Michaela, and on TikTok, she is huge. She's like 14 million or something subscribers. This I have feelings on as well, but the cheapest I was able to find it was on Amazon, and this cost me $11.97. When this first came out, girls that were picking it up at the drugstore were paying anywhere between $15 and $18. If I'm gonna pay that type of dollar, I'm gonna go with my IT Cosmetics, I'm gonna go with my higher end brands. But if I can get this for that $10, $11, $12 mark, then that still to me is drugstore pricing. But as you know, we get a lot of mascaras in our boxes, but this is what intrigued me, was that everybody was talking about this and everybody had an opinion. So once I was picking up all these others, I decided I'd put this mascara in the cart. This one I have thoughts on as well. This one, at the end of the day, it is a beautiful mascara, but this is not straight out of the tube, one comb through and you're like, oh my God, this is the best mascara I ever put on my eyes. That's not what this is. This has a comb to it, is a little bit different to use this. The Charlotte's Tilbury one that I had the opportunity to try also has a comb like this, where they tell you to use the comb first and then the flat section to use the flat section first to like load all the product onto your lashes and then comb it through. My first comb through, I was like, what's all the hype about? The second comb through, I was a little bit more intrigued. By the third, I saw what everybody was talking about. So if you like it to be more natural looking, you do one coat. If you wanted to have a little bit more oomph to it, you can do a second. By the third coat, you are getting the most beautiful lashes. It is a beautiful mascara. I fell in love with the telescoping. It is completely different than the one that I used like over 10 years ago. That was phenomenal. It was my go-to mascara every day. So this one here is completely different than that one. If you use that one, this one is completely different. What I can say about this is it does have some of the higher end features, like higher end mascaras where you get that click closure. So that I like because it means the mascara will stay fresher longer. So this is one that if you want to try a new mascara, I think this is a nice one to try. I think it did give me what, the definition, it gave me the length, it gave me the volume, it gave me everything. However, it did take about 3 coats for me to get the mascara the way I would like it. So I just want to make sure that everyone knows my feelings on that one. The next item that was in here was another one that a lot of girls, and this is one of the newer launches from e.l.f. And e.l.f. has really kicked up their game. When I used to read about e.l.f., the prices were silly. They were $1 for a brush or $3 for a brush. Some of my favorite brushes are from e.l.f. Still to this day. So price doesn't always reflect, how good a product is or how bad a product is. What I want to share with you about this one that blew me away, this is supposed to be a dupe for the NARS lipsticks. And because of the boxes, I now can talk about some brands that I never would go and spend $30 on a lipstick. But because we get it in our boxes, I've had the opportunity to try more than one formula of NARS, and it is beautiful. And if you like spending on luxury, then that's great. But we have at least I do, the luxury to get the boxes, and through the boxes, I'm getting the brands that I used to only read about. This e.l.f., if you don't even get boxes and you want to feel a luxury lipstick, that to me is probably a bang-on dupe because they're phenomenal at duping the Milk Makeup primers and all of that. This one here, the shade that I got, and this also comes, everything came in the packaging. Even the mascara came in the packaging that you would get at the drugstore. This also came with the outside packaging that you see if you went into the stores. The shade that I chose for myself is Hustle. It's more of this peachy, shade. It is a beautiful, beautiful shade. It goes on, that is one swipe. And even if I was to do it a few more times, it won't get any darker. It is just that gorgeous. It is a creamy formula that feels nothing is on your lips. You know that this is not creamy where it's going to run all over the place. It is stunning. Now this is the part that blew my mind. I went to close it, and I'm hoping I can do it again on camera. Did you see that? I'm going to try to do it slow again. There is a magnet in here, but if it doesn't hit the right way, it turns itself. I'm hoping I'm doing this so you guys can see. Okay, I'm going to try it this way now. Did you see how it twisted? I really hope that did it. So that is from e.l.f. And this one is their, it's called the Satin lipstick. It's richly pigmented, it's nourishing, it's long lasting, it's a creamy lipstick, it's infused with jojoba, and it's vegan, cruelty free. And the shade that I got for myself is in Hustle. All right. Now, the next one that is in here that I ended up picking up for myself that I was just more curious about than anything I wanted to have in my arsenal were these type of products, tools that I see a lot of girls use, and it's to comb out your lashes. I've never had these, I haven't used them. I wanted them in my arsenal, and I was able to get both of these together, which are completely different. One is like a straight up, and the other one has the curve to it. I was able to get both of these for $5.99. So if you're like me and you wanted to add this to your arsenal of tools to have, so in case, your mascara came out too clumpy, or you're using an older mascara and it came out like a clump, or you went one time too many to get that, you didn't stop, which is something I do. I thought this would be nice to have. So I was able to get both of these for $5.99. Like I said, I'll leave the link down below. And then the last item, and this ended up being a little bit of a disappointment to me because I should have gotten what I had in my cart, but I ended up seeing these. And what these were years ago when the Kardashians started to show how they were putting their makeup on and stuff, the makeup artists were pulling out these type of clips, but it had like this little pad so that when they put it in their hair, it was supposed to come out and not leave a crease. I used these tonight. It didn't crease my hair at all, and I had them in for over an hour to test them, but it's missing that pad. So I got intrigued by them. I thought it would be the same as the ones with the pad, which maybe it is without the pad, but I was looking for the ones with the pad. But because it came with these rhinestone colors, I thought this would be really cute that in the summertime, if I wore my hair up, and you still have some breakage, so I wanted to make sure that when I wore my hair up in a bun, if there was any pieces that were falling down, I thought a rhinestone one would look cute. So that's why I chose these. But these don't feel heavy when you pull it out of the package, this is substantial. But when you put this in your hair, it doesn't feel heavy at all. So if you end up picking these up and you say, True Wants didn't tell me that these would be so heavy. They're not heavy when they're one at a time, but when you feel the full package of this, what I'm saying is they're made really well. So I'm impressed with that. And I love that you have the choices where it has the rose gold, the diamond colors, as well as the black diamonds as well. So that is what that looks like up close. And it has that clip that's easy to put on and take off. And like I said, it didn't slip out of my hair or anything. And I was impressed with this. And I was able to get all of these for $8.99. But if you want the ones that are just plain, that have just that backing behind it to help with the, no creasing, those are also on Amazon, and you can get them, I think, for $6.99. So I went up a couple of bucks because of the rhinestones, and that is how I ended up with these. And that's everything that I got in my Amazon package. So always love that when I find things that I can take the time to sit down and share with you. I love to being able to do that. Please share in the comments down below if you've had the opportunity to try any of these products. I would like to know. And if you also shop on Amazon for your beauty like I do, and if you're finding the deals are better there than trekking out to a store as well. Also, let me tell you, I ordered this late last night, and it came literally 24 hours later, just after dinner time. So for me, that was absolutely fantastic. I probably should have waited till tomorrow to do all this, but I was just too excited, and I wanted to sit down and make sure that you guys knew about it as well. I know my videos are long, but they're always filled with so much information. So if you make it all the way to the end, please take the time to write TW at the end of your comment, and make sure to write on it Amazon, so I'll know that you watched it all the way through and it was the Amazon video that you liked getting all this information about. And if you end up using the links, make sure to share that in the comments down below as well, because I'd love to know that if it's important for me to share the links or just to show you the products. All right, take care everybody, continue to stay safe and well, and I'll see you all soon again in my next video. Bye for now.